हाँ भाई, कैसी लगी? बोला था ना भाई, मैच विनर डर्बी होगा, तुम कुछ भी कर लो। पहले ही टेलीग्राम पे बता दिया था भाई। फालतू लोग के टिपर के चक्कर में पड़े रहते हो, जो बोलेंगे यहाँ से सोर्स है, वहां से सोर्स है। भाई सोर्स कुछ नहीं होता, एनालिसिस करो, सिंपल। लिंक है चैट बॉक्स में, जाके ज्वाइन करो।
So Patel driven straight back to him. So 4 down now, not at the halfway mark. Patel again, there's a bit of a rip, and that's what he can't cut off. God, a late May feel about it, because those scores were somewhere in the region of, well, some of them as low as just over 100 mark, but many of them at the 150, 160, 170 mark. But as the weather improves, competition goes on,
Well, you talked about that game that they chased down 170 odd. It's not enough.
Yeah.
So teams will be looking advance of 180, I think.
It's what makes the second game that was played at last off day yesterday even more astonishing, really. The fact that Bears still won against Notts Outlaws, even though they put 149 on the board. So, start of the next over, drilled straight back to the bowler, who just flicks that with his left boot to the way. It's good to see a few footballing skills out there.
Yeah, that was a nice little touch, a little flicking.
From the former lanky man, Lewis Rees, who's been brought on. And he's bowling to Bruce on 16. 1-6, that's 6 off his first ball he faced. A low full toss, he got it away on the leg side. But now he's looking to build on that if he can. So too, Lancashire here though. In this 11th over, left arm round, a little bit of width, which can free up the arms a little bit for Bruce, but he'll still only get one because it's straight to the fielder. They're on the boundary. So, as we are in this early stage of the competition, we've only just crept into June. We've just been talking about the fact that the pitches aren't necessarily going to be at their best as they might be even further on into the summer. This one's driven. Good stop. Good piece of fielding from the captain there, Samir Patel, diving to his right-hand side. But, we hear about this competition of whatever, the wicket's down, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going at it. Interested to hear from you at the moment, if you're in the Lancashire camp, what you're thinking about that situation with 4 down just in this 11th over. No one's on legs, so Hurst doesn't have as much room to work with, but he still gets it away for a single on the leg side.
I think if you're a confident side, you just go. There is no build phase anymore in 2020 cricket. If you're a confident side with depth through it, I think sides will just go. And if you get bowled out, you get bowled out. That's something I definitely learnt sort of midway through my career.
Bruce is on 17, gets down and tries to slog sweep that, but he doesn't actually get it right. Plays and misses at it, taken by the keeper.
It was actually a game here against, it was a Roses match where the coach Peter Moores told me off once for trying to rebuild an innings after we'd lost some early wickets. He said I'd lost the match for the team.
Oh, has he stumped him? It's a wide, but no, he hasn't stumped him. It is definitely wide. You've really thrown me there, because, is that the first time you've ever shared that with anybody?
I felt great when I came back in. I thought I did a good job. Batted some overs there. Took us, back towards 18, 19 overs in the middle there. I thought, I'm going to get a good bat in the back. And I got told off. I thought, what?
Bruce, he does get this one away. Oh, just out of the reach of the man at square leg, and therefore it's going to be 4 runs. It would have been a sensational grab and catch had that have been taken, but it's going to be 4 instead at the end of that over. So 11 overs gone, 92 for 4. This game is so fast moving. If it wasn't T20, if it was
अनवर भाई कमेंट में सोच रहे हैं ये हो क्या रहा है, रन क्यों नहीं बन रहा है? भाई रन कैसे बनेगा? पिच देखोगे, जब पिच को समझोगे तब तो पता चलेगा ना रन बनेगा या नहीं। इसीलिए पहले ही एडवांस में बता दिया हूं, डर्बीशायर जीतेगा। सुबह बताया था कनाडा भले 197 रन बनाएगी, यूएसए ही जीतेगी और यूएसए ही यहां पर जीती। इसके अलावा और बता देता हूं, वॉरविकशायर के मैच में कल यहाँ पे वॉरविकशायर 149 बनाई थी, सब बोले भाई चेज हो जाएगा, मैं बोला नहीं होगा, डिफेंड होगा, जैकपॉट मारा हमने, 22 रन से जीती वॉरविकशायर।
Hurst for the moment, who's on 6. Patel again. It's come around about leg stump, so a little jump, create a bit of room, does Hurst, to get it away for one. Now in this field, which almost could cause trouble, he thinks about coming back for a second. The more experienced Bruce says, I don't think I'm going to get there, my friend, so maybe you just stay where you are.
I think, yeah, you got short shift from Bruce as I get back.
Yeah. Bruce is on 21. Patel bowls to him now. Full. Work through square, past the umpire. Another single here at the moment. So we're not looking at 200 now. We're looking, what, 170, 180?
Yeah, 170, 180 here at Old Trafford is a good score. You can defend that on any kind of wicket. It's a big ground. It's not like some of the other grounds around the country.
Patel again in, use of the feet and driven past the man extra cover. So good placement from Hurst. You need to do that if there's not... Whenever you feel you can get away to the boundaries, just find those gaps, because the field is well spread out really. Generally, you've got obviously a few close in, but there are gaps to be found. Can Bruce find one? Well, he finds a fielder, but far enough out there mid-wicket to get a single and also bring up the team's 100 as well after 12 overs. 100 for 4, 72 balls, 49 minutes. So they've got to the 100 mark after 12, so you'd be feeling, with 4 wickets down, you are feeling as though you should really be able to get the 170 mark here.
I think, yeah, especially after the start they'll be disappointed if they don't get to 170 now. And they're still looking good for that, so it's a case of putting this partnership together. If Bruce stays there, or both the batsmen stay there, they could even be going north of that quite comfortably.
Jugavalon is about to come on, the South African. He's bowled, 2 overs so far.
It's been the pick of the bowling so far, yeah.
Only gone from 9 runs, terrific stuff, and took that wicket. He's a tall lad. Look at him running in now. He's heading to Paris for the Olympics. Inside edge onto the boots and out onto the offside. They'll go through for 1.
He definitely doesn't leave anything in the locker with his run-up, that's for sure. He's travelling at a decent clip by the time he gets to the crease.
So the sort of pace that even though I'm watching it, I'm behind him, it frightens me.
Well, it's funny how you have some bowlers who absolutely charging, and as a batsman, you're not quite sure what you're going to get. And then you get others. I remember, the first time playing against Simon Jones, sort of ambled in, and this rocket just came down at you. You're thinking, oh my gosh.
So... Great delivery, shorter. Oh, and Bruce does well to get out of the way of her shot there. There's a man just down in front of us, though, doing the fielding, so it won't be a boundary. It's a Mitch Wagstaff. A signal. Well, there've been quite a few bowlers who really do surprise you. Was it express pace? Well, sometimes it was pretty quick. The coach, one of the coaches, Craig White.
Yeah.
He could really get it down there, and that was all in that final bit of action. It was terrific.
He was deceptively quick, Whitey, when he was
England will round up. 102 for 4. 2 balls into the 13th over. And this again is Bruce facing width and good bowling, because he's just putting that area where if a batter you're not too sure, and then by the time it's got to you can't do anything with it.
Absolutely, and you can kind of see the result at the other end. None of the batsmen have really been able to time him. There've been a lot of mishits, and it's down to the length that he's bowled, but also the changes in pace, and he's been doing it with control. So when he's change the pace. He still put the ball in a good area.
So again, it's another good over there. Obviously, loves a couple of wickets in here as well, but at the moment what he's doing is he's putting pressure upon this pair, which of course could easily lead to that wicket. So Bruce is on 24. To Pavilion in again. He just ramps this and it's going to fall well short and a little bit wide actually. I thought that was going to go all the way to the edge of the circle and that fielder fine there, but it just looked a little bit more and wider, so it's another single. But this is a challenge, a battle for this pair at the moment.
It is, and it's a difficult one as a Lancashire because you know that you want to get up to that 170, 180, so you can't really afford too many more of these overs where you just get 4, 5, 6 from it. So it will put a bit of pressure towards the back end of the innings for them now.
Jens again. The Falcon South African, and he's in past the umpire. Ball to Hurst again. He's having to reach for it. Well, the beauty of that one a little bit. It's only a single, mind you. It just sat up a little bit for him, which just meant there's something to work with. So 104 for 4. One ball left of the 13th. Bruce 25, Hurst on 10. But this is not really as Lancashire would want it. Not at all.
This is a big delivery now. This is one where I think Bruce will be definitely looking for a boundary option here. Just to wrestle back some of that momentum going into the next over.
Well, plenty set back on the boundaries, both sides, off and lakeside. And this is the ball we're talking about in the end. Well, a slow ball either way again. He can't get it away. And one of the reasons there is on length, maybe. Just terrific stuff. Real good bowling. 1 for 13 from 3 overs to Pavilion, and 104 for 4. Bruce 25, Hurst on 10. Stephen more from you, and then Scott Reed.
You often talk about all of the big hitting and the boundaries and that in 2020 cricket, but a little cameo with the ball like the Pavilion is putting on here, 3 overs, 1 for 13, and if he closes out 4 overs for 20 runs or so, that can actually be in a relatively high-scoring game. It can be the difference. It can actually win you the match when a bowler puts together a set like he's been able to put here. Yeah, Lancashire will want to be targeting his 4th over when it eventually comes, and they're going to have to make up some lost ground now.
Yeah, see how these final 7 overs unfold. Well, he's down the pitch and swatting it up towards mid-on. He's going to go through for a quick single as well. He moves on to 11, so it's 105 for 4. Bruce on 25 from 23. Hurst on 11 from 11. It's been steady, but it's felt like it's been quite hard work.
It has, yeah, and you can definitely feel the pressure building on the Lancashire batsmen. They know they want to be getting up to that 170 mark, especially after the start they had. So that the pressure's on the Lancashire batsmen now.
It's Brown for Derbyshire in and bowls, and Bruce pivots onto the back foot, able to pull it down towards deep backward square leg, and he's Dahl fields into the gloves of Brooke Guest, the keeper. Hurst back on strike then. He's on 11, it's 106 for 4. Got Brown from the Anderson end here on BBC Radio Lancashire. We're on Lancs TV as well, live from Emirates Old Trafford. It's the T20 blast fixture. There's Brown in balls. It's short and it's pulled out towards deep mid-wicket, where it's scooped up on the edge of the boundary. So 107 for 4. Even Lancs having a little moment to chill out by the edge of the boundary rope.
Stadium was good bathed in the sunlight, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. A little bit of sunshine trying to burn through. And there's Brown again. Balls to Bruce. And step to the leg side. He's bottom edged it. And an under edge which bounces away towards the offside. Brown feels off his own bowling, but timing the ball's been quite tricky today.
Yeah, bar a little bit of a moment when Bohannon seemed to sort of just get the measure of them. The rest of it look just a little bit choppy. The batsmen don't look like they've been able to get any rhythm, and I don't know whether that's the pitch now on its 3rd match on it. It's just starting to be a little bit too pace, might be, or just good bowling.
Yeah, that's true. It's the 3rd match, isn't it, with a double header on Thursday played on this pitch. Down comes Hurst, slaps it through mid-on for a single. Hurst moves on to 13, 109 for 4.
You can see that with the Derbyshire bowlers and fielders. They're definitely throwing that ball into the wicket, just softening it up, and that's only going to make that, if there is a bit of two pace to the wicket, then that'll just exaggerate that and make it harder for the Lancashire batsmen to time the ball and get those boundaries.
Third man comes inside the circle. There's long off, long on, deep mid-wicket, deep backward square, deep point as well. He's got it for 4 over the keeper's head. Tom Bruce. He's created a way to find a boundary.
That was an extraordinary shot. No, it seems commonplace today, but that was prepared for the ramp shot to go, actually the ramp shot over the offside. But because the ball came out as a slower ball, he actually had to create the pace. So he couldn't just ramp it, he actually had to flick it and flick it over the keeper's head. Very, very good shot that. And looked like the only way he was going to get a boundary that over, but he needed it.
Just on the right there, it's kind of plateaued a little bit. It was that bright start during that spell where Bohannon was batting, and he's bobbled along. But can they try and get a little injection into this final 6 overs? 113 for 4. Here is Chappell. This is his third over, 1 for 11. Back in and bowling. Oh, that's going to be wide.
Not even sure that landed on the cut strip. That was about the easiest wide an umpire will ever need to give.
Yeah, just looking at the run rate there, it peaked, didn't it, during that early part, and it has just tapered off a little bit, hasn't it? But 6 overs left, 6 wickets in hand, can easily pick back up again. Chappell into Hurst, who's trying to mimic what Bruce did. And ramp the shot that actually deflects back to the bowler. Quite good to plan.
He wasn't quite sure where that was, and Bruce was ready to go for the single, and Hurst was just more concerned about trying to find where the ball had gone. Wait a second, where is it? I don't know where it is.
He was looking where he thought he'd hit it.
I've hit it over there, why can't I see it? It's behind him all along.
114 for 4. Chappell in again. Ooh, that's caught, but it's going to be no ball, that. So it's been called a no ball, that. And the warning too for his captain, Samit Patel, for that delivery to Chappell. And he's signalling a free hit. Umpire Neil Pratt. So this is a free hit. The no ball pushes the score to 117 for 4. Bruce is on strike and Chappell is in and bowls. It's taken off the pads. He'll get 4 for it down towards the fine leg boundary. And a welcome boundary actually from the free hit. 121 for 4 now.
It's so important, those kind of things. That can just be a little bit of a momentum shift. What Lancashire needed is just one delivery like that, followed up with the free hit 4. And that can just be everything you need. Just trigger a sudden acceleration, so Lancashire will be breathing happier, especially if they can kick on from that.
2-1 for 4. Chappell to Bruce, who's 35, not out. That's in the air, and he could be caught here. And at deep mid-wicket, he is. Bruce has gone for 35. Chappell gets his second wicket of the day, and Lancashire Lightning lose their 5th. 121 for 5. Bruce out.
And that's just the clinical nature. We talk about how teams are going to look to move through the competition. It's things like that where you've just got a little bit of momentum to lose a wicket the next delivery like that. That's just rusty. That's the kind of thing that Lancashire are going to want to try and iron out as they move through this group stage. That just you lose all the wind in your sails from something like that. And even if you just knock that for 2, if you're not quite there, it's a better outcome than giving the opposition the momentum back. So he'll be disappointed with that from Bruce.
He's under on the ground, isn't he?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think that boundary, if you get it, it's fine. The ball wasn't there to hit. He was reaching outside, wide outside off stump. I know he'd been done for that, but that's where if you're on your game, you should just be able to switch, knock that into a gap in the field, get to. He was never going to be able to hit that from 6 from where he was. Yeah. But it's just how when you've